Hey there, it's Jennifer Britton of Potentials Realized. Thanks for joining me for another Teams 365 A through Z series of team development activities. So as you may know, I'm doing a series on the A through Z, quick ideas of things you can do with your team. Today we are at E, and E stands for a lot of things. Really what came to mind for me today was what makes you exceptional. So as team members today, we don't always get a chance to stop and pause and say thanks to each other, to acknowledge each other. And one quick activity that I think is sort of fun is to grab some quick cards or just small cards. These are small greeting cards picked up somewhere along the road. And I've used this activity with a couple of teams in the past year. So the setup is to really get people thinking about one other person in the team that they'd like to thank and like to acknowledge. And whether you have a workbook, you do this verbally, or in this instance, we could actually use these little cards. The first setup is to just write out a quick thank you. You know, I want to acknowledge you for this, or if we use it in the spirit of E, I think you're an exceptional blank. And what you want to do next is then set up an environment where people can thank each other and share acknowledgements. So you can set it up in a couple of ways. You can pair people, or you can put them in triads. And sort of what's fun in terms of getting a team broken down into sets of threes is there's something unique having that threesome, that three-legged stool, which really can be so strong and confident. What I would do personally is actually divide the team into groups of three, get them to sit down together, and then go and hand out the cards. And that's when I just assign the person with the longest hair is going to be doing an acknowledgement for the person with the shortest hair. The person with the shortest hair is going to be doing one for the other person, etc., etc. Again, using just keep it simple. I always do hair length because it gives people a bit of a laugh, a giggle. So first stage is to get them to just write out, I think you're an exceptional blank, and with that, give them a minute or two. From there, what you're going to do is you're then going to give the opportunity for people to feed it forward, to share with the other person, or you could even do this in two ways. You could get them to acknowledge both people with how they find the other person exceptional. What's sort of nice with that is if you do it in a threesome and give people two cards so that they're acknowledging two other group members, then it is an opportunity for people to really look at getting two sets of feedback. So this is a great positivity activity. It really does build trust. It builds connection with people. It's sort of interesting, and you may want to do a debrief afterwards, bringing people together to just ask them, you know, what was that like? It doesn't need to take a lot of time, but it is just a nice way to get people some feedback on how they're seen within the team, some positive recognition. And also, it's sort of interesting, I think, for people to hear how they are viewed by others. Maybe that is underscoring how they see themselves, which means that probably they've got a good self-awareness. Or sometimes it may be a pointer to, you know what, people really aren't aware of their impact for the positive and negative. So as you think about moving forward in your team meetings, maybe this is something you want to do in the month of December, or maybe it's something that you just want to do in the new year to kick off and say, here's what I saw as an exceptional contribution from you, or how I see you really exceptionally contribute to our team through who you are. So just a quick idea, you can grab some cards or you can make your own. The idea is to give people something tangible to take away. But for many more tips, tools, and ideas, please stay tuned at the Teams 365 blog. We're well into year 3 of daily posts, so if you're a leader or a team member, please visit us. If you work with teams, please also take a viewpoint, see how we might be able to support you in your work. So see you soon, and we're off to F. Bye.